Now, the Ministry of the Interior has outlined clear guidelines on the approved uniforms for private security organizations in the country. The directive specifies white shirts with ash khaki trousers or cream shirts with brown khaki trousers with white or cream stripes on the trousers. However, ChannelOne News has observed that some private security operatives, especially those providing executive protection, continue to defy these guidelines. Many are seen in uniforms resembling those of state security agencies in violation of the Police Service Regulations LI 1571. ChannelOne News' Sarah Pia has been monitoring the trend and filed this report.
Private security personnel attached to VIPs, celebrities and other high-profile individuals are a common sight at public events, but their appearance is raising eyebrows. Some are sported in combative gear, camouflage uniforms, tactical vests, boots and helmets, making them nearly indistinguishable from the police or military. Others even wear badges and insignias similar to those of state security services. The law, however, is clear. Regulation 12 of LI 1571 of the Police Service Private Security Organizations states that no private security employee may wear any uniform or badge unless it has been approved in writing by the Inspector General of Police. The question remains how these executive protection operatives received such approval for their costume. National Chairman of the Association of Private Security Organizations, Dr. Ibrahim Sunaba, says many of these bodyguards operate without licenses, making regulation of their activities, including their attire, difficult.
Even though we have licenses doing there are other people who are also operating underground who don't have licenses, but they still want to do private security. They go around taking contracts and working without a license. But when this thing comes to our notice, we go after them, and then we ensure that we stop them, because it's illegal to operate a private security without a license from Ministry of Interior. So all this one we are saying executive protection and wherever, they all form part of private. But when we talk of private security generally is there, but there are products under the private security. Uniform there is only currently per our constitution and per the Police Service Private Security Organizations regulations in 1992, which is the LI 1571, it's only the IGP that can approve a uniform for somebody to go and do a private security work. You cannot just decide that you sit in your house and decide that this is the type of uniform, how do you call it, I want to wear.
He disclosed that the Interior Ministry plans to review LI 1571 by 2026 to tighten control over the sector.
A committee this in place by there's a Honorable Minister of this Interior, Honorable Muntakamo Barak, that are looking at these regulations, the Private Security Act, the LI 1571. They are looking at it that they want to come out with some amendments and then some regulatory reforms in order to make the industry the better one. And these are some of the proposals that we have proposed, that we are sure that when this regulatory mechanisms, the discussions start, these are some of the things that how do you call it, we are going to see.
Meanwhile, security consultant Richard Kumado also noted that executive protection services currently fall outside the existing law, calling for new regulations to prevent the misuse of state-style uniforms and the risks that come with it.
It's not the right thing to be done. People may use those uniforms under the guise of executive protection and security officers in the private sector and create all manner of issues for the general public. Come to the single individuals providing executive protection to private individuals like celebrities. That is a different set of security services within the security industry in this country. And we needed to address it as quickly as possible so that the other people, which are individuals providing executive protection, we do not come under the Private Security Act or the domain of the private security institutions, will not be taking the law into their own hands. They have to be regulated to the extent that it has become a major service in our country. You have Christmas on your hand, and there's going to be a lot of outdoor programs. they have to be regulated.
With how some private security personnel dressed in uniforms that closely resemble those of state security agencies, stakeholders are calling for a tighter regulation of the private security industry to ensure a clear distinction between the public law enforcement and private security. Reporting for Channel One News, I am Sarah Apia.